I'm Sherilyn Ketchen. I am a fourth generation of my family to work in stock markets. We manage wealth for families and corporations and trusts, starting with my great-grandfather down to me, and I followed in my father's footsteps. He was in the business as well. My father is Fred Ketchen. He worked for almost 60 years in the investment business. He was a chairman of the Toronto Stock Exchange. He was sort of the figurehead voice of the firm, so he would travel across Canada speaking to various clients, and you could find him on Global or CP24. He tried to bring Bay Street to Main Street, talk to people in a way that made sense. In our business, there's an awful lot of jargon that gets thrown around. It was a good lesson that you talk to people so that they understand it. That was always very important to him. He got very active with the Trillium Health Partners. At one point he led the foundation, and he's been very active in fundraising and donating himself, and they recently, a year or two ago, honored that by putting the Ketchen name on one of the buildings there. The Ketchen Family Center for Patient Care, I think it's called. My father retired, and he loves this house. He has lived here for many years. It holds all the awards, the presentations, the gifts. There's a lot of memories in here for him. It's been very important for him to be able to stay in his home, despite the fact that he is aging. This is where he wants to be. And he's worked a lifetime, and he's helped so many other people that he deserves to, in his later years, spend the time where he wants to spend the time. And it's a place where my father feels safe and secure and happy. The longer we can keep people in their own home comfortable, in familiar surroundings, I think it's better for their physical health, their mental health. It's an awful lot to manage my life and his life. I was first exposed to Custodia when the owner of the caregiving agency that I have hired for my father mentioned the service. When it comes to having to fix a problem around the house, whether it's something that's outside or a broken railing inside, the thought of trying to find people to come around and fix something on top of the regular stuff like the mowing of the lawn and the shoveling the driveway and making sure the ice is clear and that things are, safe and secure, that in and of itself was, okay, just sign me up. It was a service that appealed to me because it filled a gap that I had identified as missing in terms of keeping my father here where he wanted to be. I had the health care looked after really well. I'm very lucky with his nurses. The nitty-gritty of day-to-day living in a house like this was something that I had not been able to take care of, and thankfully that arrived at the right time.